The figure of eight is a fun exercise to do and it can look impressive, but it's another one of those NDRs, non-direct relevance, meaning the shot that you hit on court doesn't really translate very well into a real match situation, but they are still very useful to do. I think of this one as very similar to the speedball in boxing. You never hit anybody like this, but it builds rhythm and it builds strength, and that's what this exercise can do. Now, it's very impressive if the player has good timing and moves forward on the court. But what if they were to move backwards? Well, in this video, I'm going to explain why you might want to do the figure of eight from further back, what benefit it has to you on a squash court, and I'll be showing you some progressions that can make it a little easier, but also more relevant. Here are my 4 reminders. Number 1, heat up properly. You should be sweating before you even hit the ball. Number 2, wear goggles. Protect your eyes. Now, before you send me a message saying why wasn't I wearing my goggles in this video, it's because I forgot my surgical tape, and because I have to wear a mask on court, I couldn't use them because they were fogging up. Number 3, use the right ball. Don't use a double yellow dot just because the advanced players do. Use the right ball for the right circumstances, and in some of this video you'll see me actually using a red dot. Number 4, there is a poster available for this video. The link is in the text description or on bettersquash.com. Now, here are my solo practice principles. If they are new to you, pause the video and read them. If not, let's get started. I've already made a video about the figure of 8 and the link is in the text description, but a quick recap might help. Standing on the tee, you hit the ball on your forehand at the front wall so that it hits the side wall and comes back to your backhand, which you then hit towards the other front wall corner. It's a great drill to improve your core and shoulder strength, timing and ball control. As I mentioned in the intro, you can move forward if you want to increase the tempo. But, as you've seen, this drill is called the deep figure of 8 because instead of moving forwards, I want you to move backwards. Standing behind the service boxes requires a significant increase in ball control, especially on the volley, meaning you have to hit more accurately to get a rhythm going. This is true of all drills. The further back you stand, the harder it is. A small difference in the angle on the front wall causes an increasingly bigger difference the further the ball travels. Right, so now you know why you should be doing it. Let's look at some tips to help you actually do it. Firstly, start by performing it on the bounce. You will have more time to make adjustments and you won't need to hit it so hard. Secondly, keep your swing a little smaller than a normal drive. Your aim is to control the ball and then begin to increase the hitting speed. Next, pay a lot of attention to where the ball hits on the front wall. It's the key to doing this drill well. Too close to the sidewall and the ball will come back to the same side that you hit it. Too far away from the sidewall and it will either go into the corner directly or even come straight back at you. I estimate that the ball needs to be just under 2 racket lengths away from the sidewall, but the skill comes in adjusting the distance based on the point of contact. This is why starting with the bounce version is so important. It allows you to perfect the angle before worrying about doing it on the volley. I'll be honest and say that I couldn't do this drill very well on the day I recorded. My timing was terrible. I had had my COVID vaccination the day before and I was aching all over. That said, it's something you will need to practice a few times before it begins to feel comfortable. Also, it's never going to be as cool as the standard figure of 8 because the ball is in the air for longer and it just doesn't feel fast enough. Don't worry if you hit the ball out. As long as you keep it going, that's all that matters. One variation I want to introduce is the parallel shot. Its addition provides 2 things. 1, it makes the drill a little more match relevant as you get to practice hitting the ball straight after it hits the sidewall. And 2, makes the drill easier because the parallel shot allows you to position the ball better for the cross-court shot. You have the choice of hitting more than one straight drive and even letting it come off the back wall if you prefer. Final thoughts. Even though the deep figure of 8 doesn't have the same coolness factor as the standard version due to the longer hang time of the ball, this version will improve your timing and ball control. Use a red dot if you have to begin with. Don't be a ball snob. It's better to hit the ball a little slower but have more accuracy than it is to hit it harder and lower. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you benefited from it. I've never seen this drill taught before, so I'm very keen to hear your thoughts. And as usual, if you have any questions, doubts, comments or suggestions, please post them and I will respond as soon as possible. And remember, do something every single day to improve your squash. See ya.